Hello, I have not made a video in a long time, and I thought I would share one of my most recent ones. In chess news, I just broke 2,000. Now, I don't think I'm all that still. I still make plenty of blunders. I'm showing you this good game. Maybe next video I'll show you an absolutely terrible game I played where I missed mate and won, made all sorts of blunders, and ended up losing from a position that I was totally dominating in. But, you know, that's not very good for my ego, so why not share a really good game? My opponent, believe it or not, who played black, was over 2,100. It's going to be hard to believe when you look at this game. Keep in mind it was a rapid game. I think it was round 3. And this guy's not very good in the opening, as you'll see. But if he gets in a good position, he's hard to beat. But he never even got close to a good position in this game. So let's start. This is I did one video on this before. My system against the Petroffs. Now the best move, and the move probably most of your opponents are going to play, is just knight takes knight, and then after DC, you know, it's a game. But my opponent here played the mistake D4. Now it's not a terrible move, but it does lose a pawn after Queen E2. In some blitz games, a guy was playing Bishop E7. Black sacrifices a pawn. I'll just go over that real quick. Takes, and then castles usually. And White's queen's kind of exposed. White's up a pawn, but Black's better developed. But really, in a blitz game, maybe Black can get away with it. In a regular game, it's not that good. But my opponent did not play Bishop E7. He played his light squared bishop to E6, which is already starting to cause serious problems. So obviously I took the knight, takes back. So now I'm up a pawn, and I'm happy. And here another strange move, Queen D7. So I'm all about material. If I can get away with taking material, I'm going to do it. And it just seems, why not? You know, I'm going to come back here and try to trade queens if I can. There's no, you know, I could always come back to this square. There's no knight to chase me away. Obviously I can't come here. There's not a lot of safe squares, but I have at least one, and I calculated that I could get away. So Bishop D5, Bishop B5, Bishop C6. I think this was another big mistake on my opponent's part. He was just making one mistake after another, probably just getting pretty frustrated at this point. I mean, knight C6 looks kind of awkward, but at least it's developing another piece, threatening to develop another with tempo if I don't move my queen. But Bishop C6, oops, that was a little too fast. Check, blocks, D4. So White has pretty large advantage already. Knight D7, just traded queens, I'm 2 pawns up, why not? And Bishop F4, hitting another pawn, a third pawn, if Black just goes ahead and castles, which may well be the best move. But nobody wants to lose a pawn. Bishop E4 I thought was another pretty bad move. I just castled, defending the C pawn. I'm not really worried about attacks on the queen side because Black's king's still in the center. I got plenty of pieces to defend. You know, this knight is not coming into the fray anytime soon. So I had a feeling Black might play this move because it's his style, but his style only works in positions where he's actually winning, and this is no time to play C5. I mean, he just had to, I mean, the pawn's under attack. Of course he doesn't want to just play here and trade another piece, being all these pawns down. Castle, let me throw Fritz on and see what Fritz suggests here. I mean, Fritz just says it's hopeless, just give up the pawn. Maybe try to double my pawns. Knight F6. Let me throw a few more lines on there. Even C6, I mean, C5 isn't even on the radar, and you'll see why in a minute. Let me turn Fritz off so I don't get distracted. So, wait, let me get rid of Fritz altogether. There we go. C5. And here just develop another piece. I like this game. I'm really proud of myself. There's certain times when I play where I just feel like I do not know what I'm doing. Like, I don't feel like a real chess player. But in this game, course, when your opponent plays like this, it makes it kind of easy for you to feel like, you know, one of those classical all-stars like Morphy, just developing as fast as possible, keeping the king in the center, all that good stuff. So I played bishop b5, rook c8, threatening to take and have some pressure down the c file, but it's not really something I'm worried about because I'm just so ahead in development. Plus I'm 2 pawns up. So just beautiful classical development. Another rook to the center, rook he1, c6, and now here I'm winning more material after takes, and d5. I was really pleased with this game. I'm not claiming it's a high quality game by any stretch of the imagination, but it was fun to play. Oops, I went backwards. Rook f6, g5, and king f8. This is a sad move to make, but what else is Black really got? He can't move his rook. He can barely move anything, really, so he plays king f8. And to try to just trade more material, since I'm going to inevitably emerge material up, I played knight e5. And I don't think Black has much better than to just trade. He can't really extradite himself with, say if he plays here, at very least I could just play here and check, and I'm gonna win. I mean, really, no matter what, Black is in dire straits. So he trades, I take, and again, I don't see how he can get out of losing at least the exchange. He plays bishop d6, bishop f6, and pawn takes bishop. If he takes this way, I'm just going to be a clean piece up. So he opts to instead be the exchange down and a couple of pawns. But from here it's pretty easy. Rook e4, f5, a4. I'm just going to try to get a past a pawn. g8, g3, rook g6, takes a7, f4, a4, h6, h4, fg, check. This all wasn't entirely necessary, those 2 checks, but this was a rapid game, so I'm not claiming perfection by any means. I just decided to take the pawn. I'm not really worried about the king side pawns because my a pawn's going to queen. He takes, and rook f1, f6, not really a move he wants to make, especially since he's cutting the rook out of the game here, but what else is he going to do? He can't really very well let me take here. So f6, pawns rolling, a6, takes h4, rook b7. It looks like he can defend with a4, and now he's threatening to win my rook on on f1, but after a7 he resigns, because if he tries to win my rook, I'm going to queen, and I can just check next move. No matter what he does, I'm going to check and then make a queen. So really there's no moves for Black, and Black resigns here. So been away for over a year. I plan to start making more videos regularly, not just my kind of cheap easy wins like this, but also some games I lost, and some incomplete games, some end games, some positions where both sides missed a good move. I just wanted to say that, like I said earlier, I achieved my goal. I broke 2,000. I got all the way up to 2031, and then my last tournament I played very poorly, lost 17 points, so now I'm 2014. So pretty pleased with all that, and I attribute most of it honestly to just doing a lot of tactics. There's a great site, chesstempo.com. I might make a instructional video about that site in the near future, probably not tonight. I'm pretty tired, had a long day with my 4-year-old, but I think Chess Tempo is an excellent site, for a number of reasons, and also just playing a lot of tournaments, playing a lot of strong players, and watching videos on chess.com, also chesslecture.com. My friend has an account. I've occasionally watched some of the videos at his house, and yeah, there's a lot of really great resources out there. I feel like almost any player with enough free time and dedication can at least break 2,000. I don't know if I'll ever be master. I have a lot of other things on my plate right now. Like I said, I got a 4-year-old, marital challenges, all that. But this is not, you didn't click on this video to listen to all that stuff, did you? So despite my excuses, I'm still doing pretty well. So you too can do pretty well. And I hope you enjoyed this game. Any comments? Feel free to leave them. And I hope to make more videos for you soon. Thanks for watching.